Good evening, everybody. You are watching Play It Forward here on the Loading Ready Run Entertainment Network. I have just pressed a bunch of buttons. I am Beej. I'm running the Play It Forward this time. Glad to see everybody showing up. We have maybe one episode left, maybe one more after this. We'll see what happens. Let's have a drink. We all got to kind of have a deep breath together. And exhale. And just kind of let the stress of the day roll away. And thank you for showing up this evening. This is going to be a chill stream, a relaxed stream, a fishing, bug catching, first playthrough, no backseating, Canada, loading ready run, English LRR stream. I named all the tags. Wasn't that good? And I want to thank everybody for showing up because this is all brought to you by you, and just by being here, you make a big difference. I'm so happy that people are coming to watch. But also, some of you are supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. But also through YouTube on the YouTube Super Thanks is the thing you can do. Go to a video and give super thanks, and that is money you can spend on us that we appreciate. Let's be honest, we appreciate money because it's what keeps everything running here. You can also sign up to become a YouTube member on our main channel. You can also go to the store.loadingreadyrun.com. In fact, we just made a new playmat, the Map of Middle-earth. It's a good design, and Megapixel made it for us. We really appreciate that. And so we are selling you that playmat. You can buy it now. It is in production and hopefully will show up soon enough. And also, the Twitch bits and the Twitch subs. And I know there's going to be some subs tonight, and I appreciate that. It's always good to see you guys show up. If you have Amazon Prime, you have a Twitch Prime sub just waiting there. It's not being used. You have to do it every month. Obviously manually sign up for it, but I do appreciate people spending it on us, and if not, go spend it on somebody else, because you're just letting that money sit around, and you shouldn't do that. That's just free money you could be given to a streamer of your choice who can accept subscriptions. I had a bit of a parking issue getting here, in that none of the parking spots that we pay for every month in our rent are currently open. And that's the stress I'm having. Nobody expects you to be at 8 o'clock at night on a Saturday at work. So I understand why, but I was like, oh, that sucks. So I had to go find alternate parking. And I was like, am I gonna make it in time? And I've made it clearly in time. It is 8:06 by my reckoning, and we're doing stuff for you. So I don't. Gwaldar says time for some passive aggressive notes. It's like, I don't have time to write passive-aggressive notes. I have only time to write aggressive notes. In fact, I don't even have time to do that. I only have time to, just put ice picks in the sides of tires. And let's be honest, I'm not deflating tires. I'm just joking. If somebody goes outside later and finds it. Oh, we have signs, don't worry. We have signs that are clear about the spot is reserved for 24 hours. So, but that's what happens sometimes in the city, is people just end up parking in places because they're like, oh, but they don't really mean 24 hours, right? And it's like, nah. So, but don't worry about it, because I did find a spot, and it was a good spot. It wasn't like I didn't have to drive 20 minutes away, because that would suck. Please don't send traffic cones to mail time. Though, you know what? I did. F it, we're doing this now. We're driving along the other day, and you're used to safety orange, right? Like that safety orange is kind of like the de facto. I don't know if they call it international orange or what they do, but like safety orange, that bright fluorescent orange, which I really like. And cones are available in safety orange, and I was out the other day by a construction site, and they had a bunch of orange ones, and they had a bunch of chartreuse ones. And if you don't know what chartreuse is, it's this neon greenish yellow. A lot of police cars use it now in Europe, and it's it's super good because they say it's the most recognizable color to the human eye. Like it's one you can't not see. If you can see it, like if you can see colors, then you will be able to see this color. No one can miss it. And I really like it. Like I'm like, oh, I love how green and yellowish it is, and everybody, oh, it's such an ugly color. I'm like, sure, yes, but that's because you can't stop seeing it. So it grabs your attention, and I'm like, I really like it. And I saw cones with it, like 2 foot or 3 foot cones in this construction area next to the orange ones too. And I was like, I like the kind of how it alternates. But what was weird was among the safety orange, it didn't pop as much as the orange did against like the gray pavement and everything else that was going on. And I was like, but it's supposed to be highly recognizable. And I'm like, weird. But I like them, and I kind of want some. So I'm gonna keep my eye out for them, because it's also like safety vests come in like safety orange, but they also come in chartreuse now a lot of times too, or they'll come in like just a kind of like neon yellow with the big orange cross on it or that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm down for that. And I'm like, you know what, giving me an excuse to buy cones, giving me an excuse to go to Princess Auto and look for cones. Maybe this is silver lining to a cloud, right? Gotta stay optimistic. And I'll buy like a dozen cones and I'll mark off our spots and I'll spell the word fuck off, you know, it'll be really good. Anyway. I am pleased to see you all. I am having a good time looking at you chatting. That's why my head is looking over in this direction. Let's get to the game. 4 seconds behind the save time, which is weird, but I like loading the autosaves. I think it's fun. And I think we might just have one more
なんとびっくり。今日から朝の体操にあのティラノサウルスが来ています。
So yeah.
皆さん食べられないように十分ご注意願います。
Just that's fine. That's good advice. You know, just try not to get eaten. Just don't show up maybe if the Tyrannosaurus is, you know, yeah, throw that in advice. R. Lopez, I would love that in advice. He's just kind of standing in the back.
では、いただきます。
いただきます。 Ah, there. What? it's August where you are. I wonder if that's evolved bacteria and other viruses that weren't around millions of years ago are actually quickly killing them. Yeah, you have to send them back because this is not healthy for them. No, actually, you can't send them back because they'll kill all the dinosaurs prematurely with the super bugs that they've contracted now that they're here. Also, scientists, like, I'm just like, scientists don't, how would they have had time to analyze them, right? Like, it's like, they've only been here like a short time, and then it's just like, hey, look, they probably got hay fever. It's like, no, like, Now, I would probably, like, if they can't stay in, I mean, they'd have to stay in Asso. You'd have to be like, no, the dinosaurs now the 4 of them have to stay here in Asso until they pass away. That's just how they're gonna have to go. They can't breed with each other. I mean, life finds a way, but if they could, you get some really neat hybrids, but obviously what's going to happen is what's going to happen. They'll send some scientists out eventually. They'll do some more studies on them. Maybe they'll try to like create some eggs and stuff, and then they'll, I don't know, they'll take over the, what are they again? The South Kirkirts Islands or something, and they'll turn that into a new Jurassic Park. That sounds like a good idea. Pollen. Oh, rad. Larger sauropods could live for centuries, brownie points? That sounds great. That's so cool. Start to think more seriously about how we're going to get them back to ancient times. You're putting it up, you know, that's the kind of like can-do attitude you want out of a community, right? It's like there's only so many of us here, and also Hiroshi, you have to go home like tomorrow, I think. Anyway.
さてと、ごちそうさまでした。
ごちそうさまでした. Oh, we're done with the conversations. Now what happens? Just run outside. I get a free transition.
水曜の美味しい朝ごはんの後、外に出ると、また食堂の横で悪の博士が待っていた。今日はどんな用事があるのかな?
Oh, okay. We're just gonna chat.
やっぱりまたまた嘘くさい。そしてしんのすけは博士から思いがけない話を聞いた。
Oh, do tell. Right? Amazing option appeared on the time machine without my knowing. What? The fantasy transfer time machine. Oh, interesting. Create a parallel world where time traveling. Parasol?
パラレル。
Thanks, Hata-san. The dinosaurs that have appeared in our time are all from a picture book that I used to read when I was a child, so they're not actually real dinosaurs. It's also true that there are children in Asso that look just like your friends in Cascabe. Uh-huh. This place isn't real. Oh, our memories have somehow infiltrated this world. I realized it's changing into a more idealistic version of itself. So, those kids only exist because when Shinosuke came here, there's the loop that we probably missed. Oh, that must be what's happening. And I dreamed up all these kids that I remember from... Yeah, okay, we just have to travel, we're not going back to the previous world. We're living in the new branch of another world. Shit, Shinosuke, I'm 44 and I'm barely following along with why we're doing it this way.
同じくあんまりわかりません。
Yes. That's yes, absolutely. You didn't pull it from the future. Though weirdly, Japan seems singularly focused on creating Gundam robots in real life. So I could assume that this one would also be like, at some point in the future, the Gundam robot that he plays with, they'll make a real version of it in like Kawasaki or whatever, and they'll be like, okay, now we have this big thing that we can like walk with one step forward, and eventually we'll get there, right? They'll get to a point where they can fly around and beat up dinosaurs and stuff. There must be a timeline where that's going to happen.
確かに、確かに。もしかすると人間の思いの力って偉大?
This is great. You're a newspaper reporter, right? Now that you know the truth, make an article about it ASAP. And the whole world will know about me and what a mad scientist I am, and I can get those passes to all the theme parks. Tomorrow, bring over an adult you trust and get ready to interview me. Ah.
と言って悪の博士は去っていきました。さてどうなることでしょう?
Just at some point I want Shinosuke to start talking to the narrator as well. I will be very happy if that happens. Okay, so let's take a look at our objectives. What have we and what haven't we finished? So we're missing a bug. We're missing one bee. We're missing one beetle. We're missing 2 cicadas. We got to catch some more hoverflies. We're doing really good on this other stuff though. The rare bugs we've caught. So I guess if I'm low on 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to catch all the insects, but that'll only take me to 47, but it says I've caught all of everything else. 1, 2, 3, 4. But 43 to 48 makes, 4 more makes 47, whatever, okay. 25 out of 30 fish. We can actually just look at the books and see what there is there. Need to catch 5 more of any of the 5 more fish that I haven't caught yet. Need to catch a lot of trout, a lot of trout, a lot of trout, a lot of salmon. Many minnows. God, to catch that many turtles, this is gonna suck. Yes, we got the rare fish that we have to catch, but it's near the it's near where the slender bitterling is, which is where the door. It's right near our house, so we'll probably go down there and be able to catch it now anyway. I need to go to the farm. Yes, we need to do more curry takeout, which we haven't done any yet, and I don't know why, because I haven't run it. Nobody seems to want curry. Maybe we have another week ahead of us. Oh God, we can't have another week ahead of us because it's supposed to only take like 21 hours to finish this game. I want to 100% this game if I can do it. I'd love to be able to do it on stream. Oyakodon. We got one more Oyakodon to do. We've obviously done all the ramen orders. And we need to do a lot more battling with the kids. That's going to be like an entire stream. To fight that many times? God. Well, I know I have a really good card now, so I might do it. And then I have to find that set of stairs, which I think is the one that's in the newspaper office. All right. So. All right. You can cook. Can you farm? Let's go the other way this time. Let's get some shiso. In fact, what do I have in my... What does it have in its pockets? Okay, I got lots of that. Let's go to the farm first. That seems like a good idea. And the way to get to the farm, the easiest way to get to the farm is... the easiest way is to go straight to cut through the back of the house, the back of the restaurant. Huh. No, okay, we'll take the long way around. Something interesting might happen. We'll catch more hoverflies, perhaps, as well. There are no ostrich ferns. We know about this.
Yay!
All right. Don't think there's anything to pick. There is not. Okay, there should be lots of this though. I rarely come over here when it's like light out. Yeah, the Mizuna. Oh, I missed the Mizuna on the other side. There is a fish. Oh, there's 2 fish. There's a fish over here too. Oh yeah, Otakon. That was the butt-only alien. One of his special maneuvers. There we go. And catch it.
Yay!
Anything interesting? Oh, Gobi. Okay. There. Okay. There we go. Come on, and caught. Damn. Okay. I think we've got everything. Yes. Vroom. Right. I think it's kind of nice that someone has shown up to see, like, probably the last episode of this played forward, because it just is like, oh, you get to experience it for the first time. So all right, we got some fishing to do over here too. Yeah, he is Shin-chan in this game is a little more subdued. I think it's because they're trying to meet the there's lots of butt jokes, because this is taking place not in Asso but in Asso, so that's their first butt joke that you get to see in the game. And the mountain itself does actually have two peaks on it, and there's gas rising out of the middle. So yes, there are definitely butt jokes in this built into this. He doesn't make a lot of other jokes though, like that. So, ooh, wait, I got something I put down. There we go. Tyrannosaurus joins for morning exercises. What did it eat for breakfast? Or what does it eat for breakfast? Oh. Aw. Oh no. I'm glad they found a mask that fits. Texan, how would you rate that mask, do you think? Is that an XL or an XXL, or... Assuming Texan's in chat? It's an N95 million years ago. Okay, can create stuff from reality and imagination. How scary? Yes. How convenient or scary? Combine stuff from reality and imagination. How scary? I think we're gonna go with that. I should work on my article tomorrow. That's just good advice. If you are interested in trying out Mastodon, by the way, Loading Ready Run has both of their social media accounts are on kind.social, so you can look for @LoadingReadyRun and @LRRMTG. Kind.social is run by our friend Texan Reverend, who is a Lure fan and has been here. See, Sharpie Spiney's not wearing the mask though. So Texan runs that server. A lot of you have joined, and a lot of you seem to be having a good time, which is great. That's very gratifying to hear that. You know, it's gratifying to hear that when I say, hey, maybe join this social media network, that people are like, yeah, okay. So it integrates with all the other Mastodon stuff. It doesn't cost you anything, but as always, if toss a coin to your server admin, O Valley of Plenty, because it does cost some money and time to maintain a server. But if you also want to hang out with Loading Ready Run people as well, don't have to be Mastodon. You can go to discord.gg/LRR. There's, I think, about 5,000 people in our Discord right now. I mean, not right now, but there are. I gotta pick some green tomatoes, or else I'm not gonna have any green tomatoes. Okay, thin carrots. I'm gonna farm everything myself, because I don't know if there's a reason why I want to ask Mad Lady Dash the 23rd to do all that. If there is, and somebody knows it's like, no, it's a good thing to get her to do it, then please let me know. You don't have to tell me why, but yeah. Yes, is it? It's when you say is it easy to change, in essence it is easy to change. There are consequences to doing it. There's some, you don't get to take everything with you, but you get to take almost everything with you. There are, not Kane Narrable posted a post from Text Reverend that I'm sure mentions all of this kind of stuff. But yeah, it's yeah, if you want to change servers and go somewhere else, by all means, you know, like an article I read today, thanks to MCC, who posts on can't remember what server they're on, but they posted a thing. They posted this article from somebody else. It was like, the best time to change your account is never, and the next best time to change your account is as soon as possible. If you know you want to move. If you don't know if you want to move or not, don't move. Just stay where you are. I am collecting the green tomatoes because there's no other way to get green tomatoes in the game. But I need to let the red tomatoes grow because I need to know if they're gonna, any of them are gonna turn ripe. Actually, we should see if they will turn ripe. Tomato times 3. Okay, I gotta let those ripen a little bit more. And we already have picked enough green peppers and red peppers to qualify being able to get those. So we should be able to move on to the next part, which is... let's have a look where we are now. If I go around like that... Oh, if I go back the other way, I can pass by the professor. That's probably a good idea. Let's do that. Let's go this way. This is also the sprint button. I think... What did I do? Oh, I picked a red pepper. Just looking at it makes my mouth burn. Okay. That's... Is that everything from that? Objectives. Let's have a look here. I have to pick every type of vegetable. Veggie lover farm everything on the farm, which would be carrots, big carrots, thin carrots, green tomatoes, tomatoes, and ripe tomato. Ripe tomato is the last thing. I haven't farmed those yet. That's the last thing I have to get. All right, let's have a talk with the professor. Akuno Hakse. Oh, Texan, did you just get here? I was going to ask you if you could tell me what the what size of the mask you figured the dinosaur was wearing. If you've missed it, I'll go back and show it to you. Rice balls are delicious. I learned the other day that musubi is a means, it's a way to refer to rice balls, but rice balls that have stuff inside them, as opposed to onigiri, which are rice balls just in general. So I was like, oh, that's neat. I didn't realize that musubi is like, oh, that's another term for what's inside them. And so spam musubi now makes a lot of sense. The idea that you have these spam with the rice and you have the spam on top, and it's like, oh, okay, it's not stuffed. Like, at least the Korean takeout places I've eaten at, when they have spam musubi, which I don't like. I tried one time. I was like, I'm not into this. But that's why they call it that. So I was like, all right. Every month I spend money on my mother that lives in Kagoshima. Your mom's still alive. Oh, thank Christ. Okay, thought she was dead. I'm getting annual pass to every theme park in the world and having the time of my life. Through world domination. That is my objective. Until then, I have to save as much money as I can. Yeah, that makes sense. It's not cheap to take over the world. Okay, we got lots of fish to catch here, so we're gonna be a minute. Oh, and I can't stop. Oh, but I can stop. That's right. Let's go back. There's the mask. Texan. What do you think of that fit? It's probably an XXXXL. Oh, good. Caught a high heel. Definitely what I was looking for, not any of the other things. And try again. There we go. Yeah, Piteri does not have a mask though, and is like sitting near, much closer to trees. What do we got? Empty box. There was a fourth one, I swear. They don't disappear when they respond either. So let's just move that words out of the way. Let's have a careful look. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, that one's not coming home with me. Okay. Yeah, I don't see another one. Okay. It's fine. Oh, there's Sharpie Spiny. Surgical procedure mask. Yeah, that's kind of the more common thing that I think Japanese people wear when they have hay fever as well. They don't opt for the full they don't opt for the N95 respirator when they're just trying to battle hay fever. That seems to be the most common thing anyway. See, that's important to know actually. So your standard surgical masks, good for blocking, fluid transfer and stuff. Not more than 50% protective against airborne aerosols and other particles, which I assume pollen would be one of those airborne particles. The other day I was walking outside and I found a piece of coroplast outside of the sign maker in their garbage bin. That was like 20 inches wide, but like 30 inches tall or whatever. And I was like, oh, perfect. Like, I'm like, that's a big piece to be throwing out, but it's in their discards bin, so I took it home. Because I have a white fan and a white filter, and now I can have a white shroud on the front of my fan box. As I learned the other day, if you have if you're building a Corsi Rosenthal box, or if you're just putting a filter in front of your fan. Come on. There we go. Having a shroud that blocks the parts of the fan that aren't actually blowing air through can actually improve the overall filtration and airflow, which I was really surprised by. I didn't realize that would be the case. So I thought I'd use this piece of coroplast to cut it out and give it a try. And the filter I'm using is I'm only using one filter. I've got a filter bungee corded to my fan, so it's very tight against the fan. So there shouldn't be any room for air to sneak in the sides, but we'll test it. But I also picked up a 4-inch thick filter, like a 20 by 20 by 4-inch. I was trying to get a 5 because they do make them that deep, but I picked up the 4 because I was like, well, I wonder if that will make a because it's more filter media. And that's part of the problem with, like, when you put a 1-inch one in front, the problem you have is that with the there's only so much pleated air filter material that's there, and the media there's only so much exposed to the air. So you're trying to drag in as much air as you can, but it has a hard time moving because it's moving through a certain amount of filter. And it's a MERV 13 filter as well. Like, I just was like, F it, let's just go hard and see what happens. I have no idea if this is gonna make a difference or not, but just let's see. And so I bought a 4-inch one, so there's very deep pleats on it, which means overall, this is the thing I was reading early on. I haven't read the recent research, but early on they were like, look, if you really want to give this a try, the thicker the filter, the more filter media is present, the easier time the air has to pass through all that space. It's why the Corsi Rosenthal boxes are built so that they're built with 4 sides and a piece of cardboard at the bottom with the fan pointing up on top, is so that you have 4 filters that expands the amount of space, the amount of filter media that air has to pass through. It's actually supposed to be easier on the it's easier on the fan overall. You should have much better airflow. I didn't talk to Boo. I wonder if I should. Ah, F it. I don't want to cross the screen again. Just let me pick the damn things. I got an email from Nintendo asking me how I was liking this game, because you get surveys every so often when you buy a game. And they're like, what would you improve? And I'm like, the bug catching detection would be great. I know they're not in charge of any of that, but it was like, hey, if you could fix anything, that's really what it's a gameplay issue. It's not something more generic. But now I think about it, I'm like, just the hit detection in general for like, if I'm like near the area where there is something to pick up. Animal Crossing's really good at that, right? If you walk close enough to an orange, it will understand you're trying to pick up that orange. Ah, a quiet version of a full box. 640mm PC fans get box fan like airflow and near sounds. Oh, that sounds good. That does sound pretty good. All right, Ginga.
カレー屋の銀河忍は長年研究してきた新しい味のカレーが辛すぎて
Juliemon, I think the fish sparkling is actually the effect of all the water coming off of them and sparkling in the sunlight. Or the moonlight. It's a cheat, so they don't have to show the fish, I'm sure. Alright, what's the advice this time? If the curry's that spicy, you could probably use it for something else. Like making thieves that won't confess their crimes eat it. And beyond the spice and oneness with the universe. Yep, you've said that before. Love, courage, and friendship into a symbol of peace. And peace. I want you to cut all the vegetables while I'm standing right here. Don't. Hoi hoi. Nice. I probably have run out of thin carrots, or at least I'm very close to it. Oh, 5 stars. Go talk to Yoyoko Dono. I'd mentioned before that what is fun about this game, to me, is the kind of like the more modern Japanese nostalgia, right? It's like chances are good if you grew up in the city, if your parents are from the city, if your grandparents are from the city, you don't have relatives who live out in the middle of nowhere, but you are completely familiar with all the tropes that are in this game. And because you've been watching Ghibli movies for years, you've been watching other movies for years, you've been watching all sorts of like TV and that kind of thing. And so the video games, reading manga about this stuff, and it's like all that stuff exists, and how shared a cultural experience it seems to be, even among people who never went out, who never like went out to the country to do this. And I know there's the focus of it's in a lot of anime and manga, especially about we need to get people to stay in their small towns more. We need to revitalize small towns because those are also important. And it's like, sure, that's true. That has that kind of idea of if everybody comes to the cities get bigger and bigger and bigger, but it's harder to move around the cities because the cities get bigger. Because what you need is like, there's a certain type of city that's like the right-sized kind of city, with the right-sized kind of transit networks and walkability and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I'm sure there's people who live in like Asakusa belongs to, I don't think it's one of the greater Tokyo area like boroughs. I'm not sure if it is or it isn't, but when we went to Asakusa, we couldn't ride the JR out there. We had to ride the Tsukasa Express, which is a completely different train service. And when we were out there, it's like being out in those areas is like, it doesn't feel like it's part of Tokyo at all, and it's so close, but it's like it's its own place. It really is. Like, you rode a train 25 minutes to get out to this place. It's like, literally, this is its own place. And I think about places like, because Edmonton, for where I spend a lot of my time, like in university and whatnot, Edmonton was originally a bunch of smaller municipalities, right? And then moving out to here to like, there was Beverly, and there was Strathcona, and a lot of the other places like down in Mill Woods and whatnot. Those places seem to be their own little areas of settlement and whatnot. That just Edmonton just kept growing and growing and subsuming all these different places. And of course, moving out to Victoria, discovering that it's like, oh, it's 13 municipalities. And I moved out here, I'm like, why don't they just amalgamate? And weirdly, though, the longer I've been out here, the more I've thought, you know what? Not all of them should amalgamate, but they should kind of, because it's like, why don't all 13 get together? It's like, I actually kind of get why. And if Victoria, which is technically where I live, is in the Victoria city itself, if we were to amalgamate with the next biggest area, which would be like Saanich, that would be, you know, like, oh, there's lots of people now, but Saanich also is, it's a lot of houses, and it's a lot of, it's not a suburb, and you stretch the imagination, there's lots of business out there too, but it has a different idea, I think, of what it needs in order to function as a town, a municipality. And if we amalgamated with Oak Bay, they would hate that. And we would get nothing in terms of tax revenue from them, because it would just be like, it's all rich people who live out there, giant houses, and those are bad for cities, because when you have to start supporting those areas, it's like supporting a suburb on top of supporting a main city. It's like you get all your tax revenue from the downtown area, you lose a bunch of tax revenue by having support, subsidize essentially services to suburbs that are just basically all houses, because they don't pay as much density of tax revenue, even if they have a really expensive house, and they have to pay a lot of property tax as a result. Anyway, I've gotten way off track. Did we ever go to Karuizawa? We did not go to Karuizawa. No. Places we went. We arrived in Tokyo, and I was immediately like, okay, the places we know in Tokyo, Akihabara, for sure, we want to go there. So let's buy all our souvenirs on the first day. We landed, and we went to our hotel. We stayed at like a lot of business inns. We like Toyoku Inn. I was like, great, they're a chain. That means they're reliable. That we don't know where we can stay for ryokan, and I don't want to risk it. I want to get places that have we have a double bed, and we have our own bathroom and our own shower. So that's what we're doing. Hey, Foxmar, thanks for the raid. And so, nice. So yeah, we did that. We left. We stayed around Akihabara for a few days. We did some shopping and just kind of looking around and getting familiar with the place, which is actually really good, because we did buy some things that were like, well, we're going to lose this if we don't buy it right now. We'll never be able to find it again, or somebody else will buy it before us or whatever. So buy the thing that we want right now. Don't buy a ton. But I did end up touring a lot with like a bag on my back and a bag clipped to my front that had a whole bunch of like plushies and shit in it. We left after a few days in Akihabara, and we went north through Sendai and up into the Tohoku region, like up towards like Fukushima and Morioka and like that kind of thing. I have a friend who lives up there, and so we stayed with him. Because he teaches English up there, I talked about this last time, but because he teaches English up there, he's like, how would you guys like to stay at a really nice ryokan? And it was like, actually, that sounds really cool. Like, what could you do for us? He's like, I am teaching English to one of the people who works there. I'll book you an overnight stay, and you're gonna pay for it, but you're gonna get my rate instead of like the more like whatever. And this is a small town, and it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. This was such a nice place. Like, it was beautiful, and it was snowing, and there's tons of snow on the ground, and they have semi-outdoor onsen, and they had a rotenburo as well that we could rent. Like, by staying there, it's like you get access to the rotenburo for an hour. So it was like, so Heather and I could be like, we're gonna go to the big tub and just sit in the big tub ourselves for like an hour or so, and it was awesome. And then that night was I think it was an 8-course meal, and I didn't realize what that meant because they came to the table with like a bunch of things on a plate, and I was like, oh, okay, it doesn't look like a ton, but it's whatever it is. And then more stuff started showing up and more stuff. And I can read hiragana and I can read katakana, and I'm trying to suss out the menu to understand what is all this stuff that's coming. And just food kept showing up. And later I find out, I'm like, this meal that we got would probably cost like at least $1,000 if we got it in Tokyo, especially over the Christmas holidays, which is when we went. Like, this is like fancy as hell. So we're sitting in our yukata at like the low table in the restaurant, but like separated from everybody else because everyone's got their own separate tables, all facing windows outside, beautiful gardens in the middle of the night with they have lights outside so you can watch the snow falling on everything. It was magic. Like, I was blown away at how beautiful the situation was. And you sleep on the floor, and there's, you know, like, and it's like, it's fine. We, you know, my back wasn't hurting me back then. We've only ever been to Japan the one time, but we spent 19 days there. But doing that was just like a blast. It was like, this is the neatest thing that I've done. And so we let's buy lots of stuff. So I have lots always. And then I have a lot of tomatoes. I don't need more. Oh shit! No, buy more tomatoes. So we left there after a few days, actually, and then because it was Christmas holidays, my buddy was like, "Hey, do you want to come to this dinner that we're doing for all the kids, so they can celebrate, see what a North American Christmas celebration type situation is?" And he dressed up like Santa, and he played songs and stuff, and they wanted me to talk to a kid who was like apparently really like, he was studying English, but he was like in grade 7, so his English is about as good as my French was in grade 7, and he was very shy. And I was like, I'm trying to have a conversation with him, which I did not really feel like was going to go very well, and I was right, because he seemed a little too shy to have a conversation, and like, that's fine. What's up? Oh, new things for the restaurant? Oh, I have to keep talking, I guess, so she can... Ah, that's how we figure this out. Sumo citrus. A type of orange that's popular product. What is the actual name of that orange then? Dekopon. Huh. All right. But it was a lot of fun, and then afterwards, so what's great is when we got there, he was like, "Hey, I just finished playing hockey. Do you want to go to the Super Sento?" And I'm like, "Sure." So this is like the first night we arrive. So we go to the Super Sento. I've never been before. So I go, Heather goes, and Jason's wife goes, and so we're all 4 of us there, split boys and girls. So we go to we just, 2 really big white dudes wandering around the Super Sento, from going from bath to bath, trying, hanging out, and it's everybody else being like, "Holy Jesus!" And I'm like, "Are we gonna get stared at?" He's like, "Yeah, probably, but don't worry about it." I'm like, "Cool, all right, I'm not gonna worry about it." And the dekopon is a satsuma the size of a grapefruit. If it tastes like the same, then that's awesome. I want to try this now. So we left there. Oh, I gotta get past Mad Dash Lady the 23rd. Please don't step on me. Awesome, great, that worked out. I need to go fishing as well at some point, but that's okay. Yeah, there's stuff to grab over here. So we went to the Sento, the Super Sento. We didn't stay terribly long because he wanted to get home. We had a bit of a drive. And then the next night was like, we were staying at so we stayed at their place that night. The next night we went to the ryokan, and baths again, right? Really fancy bath kind of situation for us again. And it's like, okay, that's cool. And then the third night we come back to stay with them again, because we're not going to stay, it was $250 to stay. And with the meal and like the morning, we had a Viking in the morning for breakfast. It was awesome. this is a buffet, the Viking, the smorgasbord, right? So breakfast buffet, which was great. It had all products from around the area, because again, it's all local cuisine and supporting your area. And so then after that, am I gonna catch these things? I don't think I need any more of these. I need to catch more of like the biwa trout and stuff, and the masu salmon. Let's catch them. And so on the third night, he's like, "Hey, so that dinner that we went to, because this is on the third night, we went to have this Christmas dinner thing, and and it was fun. It was like a little awkward with this, talking to people, but it was fun. And so then he's like, "Oh, the guy who owns the local restaurant or the local hotel around here wanted to know if we wanted to drop by and use the onsen." And I'm like, "Oh yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, it's." I'm like, "I didn't even know you guys had a hotel around here." And he's like, "No, it's." He refurbished it as a luxury vacation hotel, and he wants to know if we would like to come by and use the facilities because they don't have a bunch of people booked in right now, and it's free for us to use. And it's like, sure. So third night in a row, I'm at yet another onsen, a beautiful onsen, having another dip, and just being like, what is my luck here? Like, this is a great thing. He should omotenashi, I think is the term for hospitality. And like, I was shown hospitality in droves. And then we left there. We got on the Shinkansen, and we rode back through Tokyo all the way to Kyoto, and we spent a few days in Kyoto. And then, which was a lot of fun, saw a lot of stuff and did a lot of like interesting things. Like the Kyoto International Manga Museum was really fun. Spent about 4 days there. We went as we were going to Osaka, we decided to stop because our friends had said go to Himeji Castle. And we went to Himeji Castle for like the afternoon. And it was Himeji Castle is one of the only castles in Japan that never had that was never like attacked and destroyed like over the years. So basically its initial construction was always intact. But of course it had been falling apart over the years. It never really had need for reconstruction and stuff. But it never got bombed during like the war. It never got bombed during like the Sengoku period. Like it never got like destroyed for any reason. It was just always there. And in the 1950s and 60s and 70s, I believe, they began a massive reconstruction project to save it. So they did a lot of reconstruction, and then discovered about 10 years prior to us actually showing up that it was still, the construction was not full. Like we're like, we need to do better. We need to do a way better job than what we had done. We basically tried to put it all back the way it was, which we did a great job of doing that. But what we need to do is try to preserve it so it can last a very long time. So they put a giant scaffold around the castle, covered the scaffold in like tarp. But on the tarp was a line art drawing of the castle. So this massive castle with a massive line art drawing over top of it, and you got to go inside. And I mean, go look at pictures. Like, it's like, oh, you got to go inside. Yeah, you got to go inside this thing. You got to go up 7 stories in an elevator and walk around, and they had a whole interpretive area set up in English and Japanese and a few other languages that I don't remember. And you got to see the workmen working on the castle, working on the roofs, taking stuff off, like doing all of their work, but completely separated off from the interpretive area so that you wouldn't cause any havoc. And it was so cool because I'm like, everyone else has been probably gone to seen this castle over the years. They've seen it like either like it was like when it was made, or like when it was like falling apart, or when they were reconstructing it the first time. And it's like, we're gonna be one of the only people in this like 10-year period that gets to see it in the middle of construction. And it was so fun. Oh, Heidi Mirai, you got to see it too. That's fantastic. It was so fun to go see what a castle looks like on the inside and how you would reconstruct it. So we did that for about an afternoon. We ate there. I bought a wool yukata there, and then we there we go, and then we went on to Osaka. We spent a few days in Osaka, which was a lot of fun. Just tried to do whatever we could do there. Hit the Pokemon Center, of course. Went up to Hiroshima. The first or second night we were there, I think, was when I was like, we only have so much time. I do want to go see the Hiroshima Peace Museum, which I know is I've heard it's supposed to be a very hard time, but I do want to go see it, so we went and saw it. But we got there late because we like to sleep in and do other things. So when we got there about 5 o'clock, we started. They were very happy to have us in. They welcomed us in. There was a place you could sit and watch an interpretive video for a while if you wanted to, or you could just start walking through. And so we started walking through very slowly. And the first part of the downstairs is just a exploration of like, here's all the decisions that led up to Hiroshima getting bombed. And then when you walk along the whole interpretive area and read all this stuff, you then get to a set of stairs. And when you walk up the stairs, there's a big, I guess you might call it a diorama of the city of Hiroshima, and there's a red ball floating above it where the bomb exploded to show you this is the area that was affected immediately by that explosion, and the red ball is the thing that actually exploded. And then there's some stuff to read. And once we got to that point, I hadn't realized how long we'd been there, but it was about like 45 minutes so far, and somebody had come along and be like, you know, the museum will be closing in 15 minutes. We'd ask you to move along. You may move along through the museum, but you'll need to move along. And I was like, oh. So we were kind of just slowly, but, you know, just kind of somebody kept saying like, you know, please, we'll move to the other room now, and you move to the other room, and you have maybe about 3 to 4 minutes in the next room looking at all of the things and taking in all of the, like, there's a shadow that's been burned into a wall. Here's somebody's sandal. Here's somebody's clothing from that time. And it's like, but you don't have a lot of time to put it all into context and read all the interpretive notes and stuff. You basically have time to kind of, newbie. You have only enough time to kind of take into account the things that had happened and what must have occurred to make everything happen. It's like, Jesus. And going through the Peace Museum with somebody kind of being like, take it in, get it into your eyes, remember this stuff, but also you do not have time to contextualize a lot of this stuff, so, you know, keep moving. And it's like, and it's a lot. And so we made it through in about 15-20 minutes. We got to the other end, and then you can sign in a guest book if you want to, sign your message of peace that you know. And I'm like, okay. And we finished that, and you walk downstairs, and the gift shop is there, but the gift shop is closing because it's like, and I say it's a gift shop, but of course it is like, it's also to support the museum as well. But they were closing it because it was like, that's the end of the night, and we're packing up and we have to go home too. And it's like, yes, okay, understood. And so we left, and we got some pictures outside, and it was like, okay, Erica, how you doing? Thanks for the raid. Yeah, all these raids tonight. This is awesome. Mason bee. Okay, we caught all the bees. I can hear the applause. Bravo, bravo. And yeah, it was quite the thing. In fact, I think I preferred that my first experience through was kind of in that way, because it's like, you take in what you can, you understand it and contextualize it based on the things that you've learned in the first 45 minutes, and then hopefully, you know, you'll be able to come back and really spend a few hours here if you want to. But maybe you might not be ready to do that, because I've heard about people being like, I mean, Cal Kinane did a whole stand-up thing about like, I can't go to the Holocaust Museum, not because I feel the other way about it. It did happen. It's a real thing. I do, that's an all established fact. I can't go because I'm a coward. I can't deal with processing those emotions. And I'm kind of like, yeah. So I'm like, I can understand that feeling of, I might not be able to process all the emotions of going to see that. So, but I appreciate it for what it was. And we did another cool thing in Hiroshima is that we had somebody had made a tourist map, had it at the Hiroshima train station. If you ever go to Japan, go look for the tourist areas and train stations. I mean it. Like, it's like, oh, we'll do the real thing. I'm like, don't try to do the real thing without any knowledge. Go get the tourist maps. Go get the weird tourist maps. Try to find the ones that you don't expect, because they do have odd things on them. We found an English written tourist map that said, hey, there's a theater over here, and in the theater is like, it's an all female acting troupe that does shows here all the time. And I was like, oh, I've never seen the Takarazuka Review, but I've been wanting to, and if this is anything like that, I'm on board. And it was quite a bit like that. This is not the same night, this is a different night. But it was It was super fun because I mean, there's only about 10 of us in the audience, and the theater could have probably hold about like 150. We were also above like a porn theater, which was also a weird thing. But the theater we were in on the second floor was beautiful and had boxes and like everything else. Like, it was like a really nice, fancy looking theater. And we got to watch like some musical productions and some songs and stuff, but then also an ongoing a play that was broken up by songs in the middle, and we couldn't really understand like what was being said all the time, but we could at least understand the intention. And again, it's all women playing stuff. Oh, I got another one's Elias. Nice. And yeah, ultimately, like, it was a great night. We went. The actresses were all waiting outside afterwards, and we and so. I tried to tell them something in Japanese to say how much I liked what they were doing, and they were very gracious because here's these white people and they don't speak English, and I'm like, okay, omoshiroi desu, tanoshii, you know, like we had a fun, it was really interesting, you know, like that kind of thing, and trying to get that sentiment across, and it's like, all right, cool, I think I nailed it. And then we bought one of they had collectible towels that had the name of the actress in English and in Japanese, and which was very cool. So we bought one of the towels, and we still have that in a little collection. I'm like, doing things like that. I'm like, the tourist maps are sometimes good for stuff like this, where you're like, you're able to find stuff that you wouldn't have normally run into, not because people are like, oh, we want to, you know, you should only do you should only try to walk the streets and figure out what to do from there. I was like, no, pick up a tourist map, get the weird ones, and try to figure out like what's a thing that you wouldn't normally do, because yeah, the shrines are there, and yes, the Hiroshima Peace Museum is there, and yes, there's all these other things, and it's like, but this was not something we ever thought about doing. We just dropped by on a whim, and it was great. Oh, that was the other thing. Texan mentioned cheering for the sumo wrestlers that you love, with their towels and like, you know, and calling out names and whatever. So the women in the audience were calling out the names of the actresses that they loved, you know, so that every so often they just call out their name and something, and I'm like, this is great. Like the middle-aged women cheering for the really handsome women on stage. I'm like, yes, this is my shit, absolutely. So yeah. All right, super-sized Gundam robot was amazing. Okay, cool. Didn't move like a real-life Gundam robot would. Those aren't real dinosaur battles either. Just lookalikes the Prester made. Yeah, maybe you'll see a new one, a real one. Oh, let's talk one more time. Sometimes things happen. No, I know how to dinosaur battle. In fact, I want to dinosaur battle. God, I love that everybody shows up. Kazuma, please? Okay, thank you. Now you can use Kine's favorite, Scary Edition. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, they make a strong fighter. All right, so what are my choices? You can do a little more of this now. Except it's 9 o'clock and I have to take a break. Okay, we're gonna take a break and come back and actually do the fight. So commercial time, we'll see you in 3 minutes, and then I'll continue my story. I think we went to the beautiful, what is the name of that place again? It is the beautiful orange torii gates standing in the water at the island just off Hiroshima. We went there, we spent the day there, and it was very cool. And if I can remember the name of it, then I'll try to remember the name of it. Anyway, commercial time, back in a few. Was that really a 3-minute ad break? My God. Right, so anyway, we're gonna have some dagashi tonight as well. I have my poriki, which is apparently brown sugar flavored. It's the shisa on it is the big attraction here. It's the Tokyo Treat was doing an Okinawa themed thing, and I have my chinsuko, which is a sweet potato based. This could be a penny whistle that we're listening to, for all I know. And then we have our don. I'm gonna say don yaki. I don't actually know for sure. Oh yeah, yellow is really just glitching out. Let's have the cookie first, though. But yeah, it's one cookie. Oh my God. That's good. It's really good. So, yeah, Hiroshima was a blast. God damn it, Beach. If Alex was here, he'd probably punch me right in the face. Fuck. Anyway, we had a good time in Hiroshima. Good time at Miyajima, I believe, was where we ended up going to. Got to take a ferry there. This is JR ferries, which meant we had a JR pass, a Japan Rail Pass, right? So we could ride anything in JR. And clip it or don't, guys. Anyway, get that in the highlights. Like, just go right ahead. Put the whole thing in the highlights. Anyway, so the ferry was JR, so we could take a JR train down to the ferry and then take the ferry across. It was like, God, it was so freeing. If you go to Japan, get a rail pass for, like, we bought a 14-day rail pass and we stayed there 19 days because it was like, we'll spend a few days ahead of our pass activating and a few days after our pass activating. We bought Studio Ghibli tickets that activated on the same day that the pass started. So then it was like, ride the JR train to I forget the town that it's in, but to the Ghibli Museum. And then it was like, then we get on the Shinkansen, and it's so nice to just be like, go book a Shinkansen at the green ticket counters. Go book one from an actual person. They help you with the whole process. They get you on a space, and it's just like, man, we saved so much money doing that because we rode trains everywhere, and we rode Shinkansen all the time, and it would have probably cost us a fortune otherwise. Then we came back. Wait, no, I think we did Kyoto, Himeji, and we went straight on to, like, I don't think we went to Osaka first. I think we went to Hiroshima first, and then we went to Osaka. And then we, from Osaka, we rode back, because, yeah, we wanted to try to keep the days, like, we didn't want to have to ride, like, a train for 6 or 7 hours if we could help it. So it's like, do this in 3-hour chunks, essentially, so we don't eat all of our day up with travel. And so then, yeah, Osaka, and then from Osaka, we came back to Tokyo, and we stayed at a small town called Yashio, which I only booked this in Yashio because Toyoku Inn was very close to New Year's. Toyoku Inn only had, wow. Toyoku Inn only had, they only had bookings for, they only had bookings available at Yoshio for a certain number of days we were going to be there. And that was tough because it's like, I would have stayed closer to Tokyo. I would have rather stayed closer for like all those other reasons, but it's like otherwise we'd had to stay in like Yokohama for like a night and then go to like another place for another night. And I'm like, I don't know how else or where else to book hotels at this point, and we're just trying to get all this stuff done. And at least on the Toyoku website, I know I can just keep booking stuff until I've got everything booked. When I have to find other places to stay, it's like, I don't know how I'm going to do that, especially around New Year's when people might be booking hotels because they want to have, you know, fun, interesting. And Yokohama is Tokyo, it's true, but I didn't want to like spend a day there and then be like, and now we got to leave and get on a train and go to another one so we can check in and lose all of our time that we have to try to like go see things in the town. Like, you want a home base, and it's like, if I could have stayed in Yokohama for like the 3 or 4 days we had left in Tokyo, that would have been fine. That was not what happened. All right, let's fight this Sharpie Spiny. And let's do it with a... That's a good question. What are we going to fight with? Like, Sharpie Spiny seems pretty balanced overall. SP of... But also the big smash. Oh, you know what? Let's just do Sharpie Spiny again. Or no, I have to do so many with all the things. Have I done enough fights with... Let's go back. Fire. Oh, the Dinosaur Showdown tournament's tomorrow. Let's have a look at what I need to fulfill, because that's what I didn't do. And yeah, we just stayed in Yashio, and we went up to Sakusa for New Year's, which was a very easy trip. And then we came into Akihabara again and did a little more shopping to find stuff, but we also came into Tokyo proper on the last day we were there, because that was the first day they were opening the Pokemon store in Tokyo for the year. Like, it's not the first time it ever opened. It was like they're opening it for the year. Like, it's like we've been on break, and so they're opening back up, and that's the day we're flying out. and they had these great deals on plushies, and so we went there to go buy that stuff. And we basically like go there, stand in line first thing in the morning, buy some plushies, got a hell of a deal, get back on the train to go back to Akiba, because we're like, we will go there so that we can get our because it's like the only, I know where there's a place we can buy duffel bags to put these to, because we didn't have enough luggage, so it's like we got to buy duffel bags to put the things in. So buy duffel bag, and then it's like, now what are we going to do? And we went up to, because we took a different train in, and we went up to a little town that had like a cat street, and so it was cats everywhere, and that was kind of cool and fun. I tried to find Mandom for Ian, but I couldn't find any in the stores, and in the store that were in the area. And then we went by, there was a Buddhist temple nearby, and we went near to there. And there's a graveyard there as well, and the cats just all live in the graveyard, and it makes sense. It's pretty quiet, you know. It's nice for them, keep the mice out, I guess. And it was just really interesting to kind of see how this whole integration, and then it's like, okay, and then we have to get on the I gotta fight with everybody, but yeah, we definitely have to do like we can start with the Brachiosaurus. Let's just do that. Let's just use Mad Dash Lady for now. In fact, you know what'll help this? No. That. There, now I have a picture of what it is I need to do. So, I did, so then we got the non-JR train, which didn't matter because our train passes had worn out by this point. And, let's see what happens. And we want to use that 5-star card we've got. Do we? No, we want to use all attacks by 70, or we want to use all skills by 80. 185, 115, 150, 200. Yeah, I think what we want is we want to use this one. Absolutely, we do. Yeah, all skills 100. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot there's the one beyond it. Wasn't looking carefully. I had an eye appointment today. I would go back to Japan, hoping we can find some time to do it sometime. All right, let's use the big one. It doesn't charge a lot, though. Let's use Stomp. That charges a lot more. Shit. Okay. All right, let's just use the big smack. Good. All right, that's over half the health. I feel like I'm a little overpowered here. Let's assume she's gonna throw her scissors again. Okay, good. I can still beat the tie. That might even do it. No, it does not. It would have. Okay, we are both probably both gonna throw our specials. Yep. Aiko. Ah! First miss! Okay, so rock it is. Good old rock, nothing beats that. The Poricky's pretty good. All right, let's move up the chain. Maybe I get something for fighting everybody. Keep fighting this way.
Battle start.
All right. Probably both gonna throw rocks. Yeah, knew it. But that's fine. This one I can do. Stomp. One more. And Asakusa in over New Year's was a lot of fun because, of course, everyone's doing Hatsumode. We didn't go at night. We went in the morning. I was in the process of getting scammed by a fake Buddhist monk. Was not appreciating it, and I was like, we gotta find a cop, we gotta find somebody else. I don't know how to drive this guy off, but he's not going anywhere, but he keeps trying to like, no, you owe me like, you need to give me like $1,000 now or some stuff. Like he's keeps pointing, because he doesn't speak English, or if he does, he's definitely not acknowledging that he understands English, and my Japanese sucks, and I'm getting more and more irritated, and I'm like, how do I get out of here? Because I feel like if I try to leave, and Heather's with me, like if we try to just walk away from this dude, that's gonna be it. Because he tried like, he like gave me stuff, and I was like, I don't want these, but he wouldn't take them back, and they're just like plastic, like ryo, like they're just like plastic gold coin things. I'm like, I don't want these things, because I'm like, oh, this is an interesting interaction I'm gonna have with this dude, and then I realized partway through, I'm like, this is attempted a scam, and I was like, I'm not giving you any money. And then he like tries to put his like prayer beads, which I'm sure came from like a dollar store. He tries to put them on my hand. I'm like, I don't want these things. Like, that's not what this is about. Just leave me alone. Like, leave us alone. And then finally, this is right in front of I believe it was in front of a Buddhist temple as well. But it was like, there was a gate up, and this woman came out the gate and saw him and started yelling at him and told him basically to piss off. And then she came to us, she's like, and in broken English apologized to us. And she says it is a scam. And I'm like, that's what I thought. And I felt shitty because I'm like, I should have seen it was a scam at the beginning, and I didn't. And I felt like I'm the one who screwed up here. And it's like, no. And then I came inside and we were reading the placard for the no, it wasn't Buddhist. It was a Shinto shrine. Because we came in, and the kami that's enshrined there was one that protects travelers against like their protects travelers and their valuables and stuff. And I was like, oh, and I just took the money out of my pocket and just like anything I had left in change, it just threw right into the thing. I'm like, yeah, this is good, bing, you know. Like, I'm like, if that was their way of getting people into the shrine, that's a hell of a thing. But it was like, it was so perfectly coincidental. Almost ironic, you might say. I mean, I didn't get taken, right? But it's like, yeah, this money's going to this shrine. Absolutely, that's what I'm doing. And Asakusa, the lineup for Hatsumode, there are, if you ever see it, on both sides of the street, a wide street, and on both sides of the street, it's just nothing but stalls to buy stuff. You want to buy like not even food, just shops and shops and shops of all sorts of stuff that you can get. And I was like, what do I, you know, like we can't, and the thing is, we can't stop. We're in the middle of it, and I'm looking around. I'm like, should we try to stop? And I'm thinking, and Heather and I are holding each other's hands and like, do not let go. Because it's a crush of people. Just, we are walking along, like, it's probably better for us to go do the Hatsumode and then when we walk out, we can find out what to do. Because when you get closer to the actual shrine itself, then there's all of the food shops are inside. So Choco Banana and the takoyaki and like all that kind of stuff is all inside another compound that's just off the side of the shrine. And it's like, okay, you go into that area and that's where all the food is. And we're like, that now we're getting some food. So, but nowhere to sit. And it's funny how like it looks amazing when you're looking at like when you're looking at anime, that it's like, look at everyone, like you can always find a place to sit down on the side of a thing and you can eat your yakisoba or eat your takoyaki and people will leave you the hell alone. And it's, I'm like, no, it is like every festival you've been to, I'm sure in North America, where there are no tables and chairs available for anyone to sit down at. And there are no places for you to actually like, to be comfortable. You got to stand and eat your food. And it's just like, oh, I should have done rock, damn it. Oh well, we'll probably win this still. All right. SP it is. Wow, didn't expect that. So yeah. Good. And oh, Elder Lewin, I didn't miss much doing it. It's the whole length. Yeah, it's just too many people, right? There's like thousands of people in the streets. When we got inside, so you get to walk under like past the giant sandal and under the giant lantern or whatever, and we get inside there, and there's so many people lined up, and they kind of spread you around where you're supposed to throw your change into, that they have a giant ass tarp, and that giant tarp kind of like leads towards the center area where all the coins are supposed to go. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to toss your coins, and if you can make it to the collection box, that's one thing, but if you can't, at least it gets caught by the tarp. And then there's just like go in everywhere. There's just like 5 yen coins and 10 yen coins and like all over the place. And so we're like, whatever we got for change, like take some of that out to like, so we did that first, and then whatever change I had left is what went to the other little shrine that we got nearly scammed outside of. So overall I was like, oh, okay, this worked out, and it was a fun experience overall. All right. Okay, I'm gonna have too hard a time, I think, here. We're gonna get into this is when I start to lose. Well, that's not a lot of damage, though. Okay. Let's try again. Nope, it's gonna be just... Surely, though, if you throw a rock a third time... I'm not charging my SP fast enough, though. Oh no. Yes. That's terrible. I'm sure there's gonna be one where I have one card up and that's it. Very close. Let's try the tail attack. Yeah. I mean, that was bound to happen. How big of a hit was that? Oh, that sucks. All right. Probably gonna do that paper again, because this won't do enough. I need to do one more attack. Let's do... Yes. Okay, good. Elder Lewin says there's a lot of shops that have the same merch outside of Asakusa. That's like coming to Victoria. Okay, you're not going to use rock, so I could use scissors and I would tie you, or I'll beat you, or I'll just beat you. Yeah, if you come to Victoria and you go through the tourist areas around Government Street and Douglas and like all in that kind of area, there are so many stores that sell the same merchandise that's all Canada themed stuff. It's all like West Coast. So you get your Cowichan sweaters, whether they're real or not. You get your Cowichan sweaters, you've got your like your Canada flag stuff, you've got like the pins and the hats and the shirts, and you like buy 2 shirts for $20 kind of idea, and like lots of that stuff, the maple syrup flavored everything. It's like, yeah. Basically, that's the tourist area, because if you come off of the cruise ships, they're gonna bring you into from the harbor. They're gonna bring you in from there into the inner harbor. Not on a cruise ship. They're gonna like bring you along all the touristy shit along there, and you're gonna go to the Empress, because the Fairmont Empress is the Fairmont Empress now. The Empress is gonna have high tea, so some of you are gonna do that. Some of you are gonna be in the downtown, like go to the Wax Museum. I think if that's still open, it might not be. What do I know? There used to be an underwater aquarium here. I have no idea if that's still running. There's hey, apparently ads are running and I didn't trigger them. That's weird. Maybe I did trigger them. Sorry. If anyone's in chat and they're watching, apparently one of us triggered the ads. One minute left. Don't know what happened there. What just ended? Oh, that's weird because it still says 51 seconds left on my ad break. But yeah. No ads. I wonder what's happening. That's really weird. 7 ads. All right, we're gonna sit tight for 30 seconds, all our subscribers. I will take ads again when we do a commercial break. I'm telling all you that who are currently still able to see me, because there's still 10 seconds left of the ad break. 5, 4, 3, 2. Anyway, yeah, we'll just keep fighting until. Yeah, Victoria's entirely composed maple syrup flavored shirts. You go to the Fairmont Empress, you have high tea, or you go to the Royal BC Museum, or you get to see the Legislature building. Not the Parliament building, that's in Ottawa. It's the Legislature, the BC Legislature building is in Victoria. Different ways we refer to stuff. It's like if I called, if you lived in freaking Michigan and I called your building where you do your stuff, I called it the Capitol building, you'd be like, that's not, no it is not. And I'm like, okay, or maybe it is. But yeah, we call ours the Legislature. That's what they're called in every province. So, let's just swing. Oh, it is the Capitol building in like Michigan or like all your other Arizona or wherever else. Okay, that didn't matter. Wow, but you got your SP charge. Wow. That's not bad. You gonna win this one? Oh, that's fine. All right, so he's gonna throw. I'm just gonna throw a rock. I'll probably lose, but whatever. Yeah. All right, not bad though. Do we SP you again, or do we just throw? I'm gonna throw paper. That's good, I'll take that. And I think if this does 200. 185. Oh, you know what? This 220 for 221. Okay, let's see if is RNGesus on our side here? Let's see what happens.
けちゃった。ノックアウト。お見事、しんのすけの勝利です。
All right. That was an extremely strong. That was a very strong. Now we're up to extremely strongs. Ugh. This is gonna suck.
出発おしんこ。
Hopefully Masaya makes like stupid moves. But let's see what happens. All right, first up, yeah, always this. F. I think the computer has learned my technique. Okay, didn't like that. Let us throw a paper ourselves. I might just keep throwing paper for a while. Yes. Throw paper again. Yeah. I might have to start throwing scissors. Good. All right. I feel like I'm gonna save that SP one more round. Yeah, because he shouldn't hit me for 288. Whatever he hits me for should be like 270 or something. Okay, 164. But now I can hit him for everything I need, I think. Nice. I feel like really happy for whoever's playing Hata-san. She's got a great voice, and as an announcer, she's really fun to listen to. So as both an announcer and a narrator, it's just like really fun to like. Let's have a look at. Hang on. So if I've played like about 5 or 6, how many times did I have to make this again? So we would have won a battle 3 times. So I've played like 4 times already. So we got a long time to go yet. Oh yeah. Let me do it for you. Let me do it for you. Anyway, yeah. We need to leave here. Go back to here. All right. Now, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're probably gonna try to charge your stuff, won't you? Scissors it is. Hell yeah. That is some very deep analysis, Mr. Ropes. Yeah, she did not do her strongest attack. Let's do this again. Piss. All right, where's that leave me? Ugh. Let's just get the special right now. Joe Kim raiding with that party. Hey, Joe Kim. Do you like rock, paper, scissors? Omoshiroi. Let's try rock again. Damn it.
負け
She's a wily one, that Lalico. Well, then, Joe Kim, you will love this card game where we're dinosaur robots fighting each other with paper, rock, scissors. I'm effed. I'm boned. This battle's not going to go anywhere.
勝負
Oh, are you kidding
あい
me?
こあいこルーレット勝ち
I mean, we're not getting out of this.
それはやだ
Yeah. Oh, God, we're screwed.
どれにしますかねいざ勝負
Good old paper always wins. Yep.
負け
That sucks.
フライングカッターいけいけいけ
It's fine. I know her strategy now, which is to beat me.
主もやりますね
Yeah, that's fine. On 164 too. Like that was
残念しんのすけの負けです負けちゃった
It's fine. We'll battle her again. All right. So we know that she's been playing. We're gonna play scissors because I think that beats her paper. Oh, scissors is the first throw.
あ
Okay.
いこルーレット
She technically not a grown-up. Lalico is a junior high school student,
やるね
which implies that she's probably 13 or 14 years old. Her older sister is about the same age as our mom Misae, who I'm assuming is about 25. So there's about a 10-year difference between the two of them.
どれにしますかね
All right, I think we're gonna do paper
い
here.
ざ勝負
Ah, piss.
負け
All right.
Yeah.
99%? Really? Fine, rock it is. Paper. Yo, okay, let's go. Hmm. Okay, so she holds it. I think she's gonna throw her SP now.
いざ勝負
Yes. Okay. Her strategy is to hold it at least once. I gotta win this. Yes!
勝ち
Now I gotta get through the rest of the fight without dying.
進め
So Shin-chan's mom's 29, and she's friends with Yoyoko. Maybe Yoyoko's like 26. Like they gotta be close enough in school age that they would have known, like they were thick as thieves when they were younger, right? So it's like you could be childhood friends, and then also when you're in your 20s, it doesn't matter what you were in high school, but if you were anyway, yeah, complicated. We can throw anything. Let's do
い
scissors.
ざ勝負
Nice.
勝ち 負けちゃった ノックアウ
Time for the dondonyaki. I don't know what's in here.
トお見事しんのすけの勝利です
Ah,
正義は必ず勝つ
they're those little like interestingly shaped. It's hard to. It's gonna get blurry because close to the camera because it don't autofocus. But yeah. A little spicy. Change battle opponent. Yep. Just
出発
same thing until we. I would assume like you could say these were kimchi flavored or something. I don't think they are, but we're gonna throw scissors.
いざ勝負あいこルーレット
What the fuck is this? Ah!
負け
Good old rock. Nothing beats that.
勝ち
Otakon, you think that it's just because Sharpie's spiny? We'll just throw nothing but scissors? I gotta get through 800. One more rock. Piss.
負け
Where are they getting all this health from? What cards do they have? Okay, good, fine.
いざ
Scissors again.
負け
Just bound to lose.
ローリングスマッシュいくよ
That should be a killer. No, it isn't. Ha, yes. Okay. Vital chance. Can I get my hit chance at some point? For God's sakes.
いざ勝負勝ち鼻息大
All right, guys, can we win on 1 HP? I mean, we can. But can we? Okay, we got 2 more rounds we got to get through somehow.
いざ勝負
Yeah, that was my safety. Yeah.
主もやりますね
No, well.
ノックアウト
Right, let's battle her again. That was a happy Sharpie Spiny.
残念しんのすけの負けです負けちゃったぞ
Let's start by throwing rock.
勝負
It's not going to charge much. Yeah, okay.
負け いざ勝負勝ち
Rock has a 0 frame advantage. That's like whenever you throw it, it's like if people don't know what's coming when it lands, it's always rock.
いざ勝負勝ち いざ勝負
Oh, she uses her SP right away. Yeah.
ローリングスマッシュいくよ どれにしますかね
All right, we're gonna use our SP now. I think. Actually, it's probably better to.
いざ勝負
Nope.
主もやりますね
Yeah, Otakon, she might not have the pattern we think she has.
残念しんのすけの負け
That's fine. We'll win this one. Or at least we'll go as far as the as 10 o'clock, and then we will step out of this. So I'm gonna say, if nothing's changed, well, let's just do rock. Let's see where we're at. Okay,
勝ち
it's good. But like, yeah, at 10 o'clock, when I have to take my next break, I guess is probably more accurate. When I take my next break, then I'll then we'll step out of this and go do other things. So Otakon thinks they're gonna throw paper next, so I'm gonna throw scissors. Let's see what happens.
いざ勝負
Oh,
アイコルーレット
at least I won it.
勝ち
I think we've got this one though. I got to deal with the SP on this round, but that's fine. Yeah. Okay, so
どれにしますかね
I can either throw my SP right now to do a perfect, or I can take the hit and then get a guaranteed hit. Yeah, I think I gotta take the hit on this one. But hey,
いざ勝負
maybe she'll... Yeah, no, she won't.
ローリングスマッシュいくよ
Exactly, right? 100% chance of winning if I take the hit.
やりますねどれにしますかね
All right, here we go.
いざ勝負勝ち鼻息台風進め
Yeah, Lalico, I think, is the only one who reliably always waits around to use her SP. I think because she's expecting that if you both have SP, that she's expecting you're going to throw yours, and then she'll throw hers right back at you.
ノックアウト
Hell yeah.
お見事
What do we got next here? We're only 2 from the end. That's not bad. I think we can probably finish all of them. I don't know what happens when we do. 900 HP? Good Christ. Can I use 2 cards? Please let me use 2 cards. I'm gonna go probably buy another 20 cards and we'll just crack more packs.
バトルスタート
I haven't had a single hint, you're right. Oh my god. Shadowhawk, you're right. There's been no hint chances, I think, on the extremely strong fights so far. Okay, so if I was him, I'd throw paper to get my charge up by 75%. Scissors it is. Let's go! Okay. Good start. It doesn't matter, because then after the next round, they're going to be SP charged.
どれにします
So
か
now
ね
they could throw scissors and they'd still be full. They cannot throw rock to charge it. So if they throw scissors or paper, I'm safe. If I pick scissors, I'm gonna pick
いざ
scissors.
勝負
Nice.
勝ち
So now the question is, if we're both at this level, we both of us throw SP. I have to think that we do that.
いざ勝負
Yeah, okay.
アイコ
Can I win this?
アイコルー
Oh, yes!
レット勝ち鼻息台風
Okay, this gets me... We're 3 in. This is very good. But this will put me at like 400 out of 900, which means we'll be equal in HP. 370. Okay, we're practically equal in
どれ
HP.
にしますかね
Okay. Right. He'll get a 97% charge if he uses paper. He has to use it. He has to go for paper this time.
いざ勝負
Oh.
アイコルーレット
Yes. Okay, great. I'm actually getting really excited about this. Okay,
どれにしますかね
this is not bad. I've been throwing nothing but scissors. 100% charge on that, my god. Okay, if I throw rock, I still get 80, I get 95, which is not enough to do, so I have to throw like scissors or paper in order to, you know, scissors it is. Screw it, just, yes!
負けそう
Okay,
どれにしますかね
we both throw SPs,
いざ
and I
勝負
gotta make the roulette. No, I just win!
進め
If I just stood up there and was like, yeah, surely he wouldn't just throw scissors 5 times in a row. Well. Oh, that has to be demoralizing.
お見事、しんのすけの勝利です。正義は必ず勝つ。
All right, and I think Kine's last? No, it's Boo with the Gundam robot, which the Gundam robots are really my whole ass. My dude, 999? What?
出発お進行。
I'm not pleased about. I mean, it's only 99 more than the last one, but you'll notice all the numbers are all they're all duplicates of each other, which is funny. Okay. What are we gonna see here? They're all reasonably low. The rock does the most for him, but it's the lowest charge. I think I throw paper. Okay, not bad. Thanks. Okay, not too bad. Scissors it is. Are we just both gonna step through this the same way? Damn it! Oh, yuck! I'm gonna lose this one probably, but we gotta stick in there, right? We're learning things from our opponent. Let's get the easy hit. His SP is probably gonna ruin me anyway. Back to paper. Rock? Oh, what? Jesus! Oh, well. This is his SP he uses here, absolutely. Scissors. Yeah, that's fine. All right. I think we can probably beat him before the break, even though it's like 10 o'clock. I think we can beat him before the break. Okay, so last time he threw paper right away. Let's just throw scissors. Oh. Yeah, maybe he does match me every time. I don't know. Maybe it's just nothing but beating this. Then I'm just going to have to beat it every time. I'm playing with a wireless controller too, so it's perfect. Okay, if that's the case, let's throw scissors. Actually, if I keep throwing scissors, it means I get ahead of him in the SP race. Damn it. There is a card you can get that slows down the roulette. So I could use that instead. He is just gonna throw all the same shit all the time. But if I can beat him on SP, yes. This is good. If he's gonna mirror match me, if it's a mirror match, he's gonna match me every time. Then I would rather match him on SP when he's ready. Because if it's just got to beat the roulette every time, then I'd rather just try to beat him on the roulette. Then that's a skill issue. Then let's do rock. Will you do it? Okay. Damn it. All right. Oh, wow. Maybe he's not a mirror match. Maybe just something weird's been going on this whole time. Okay, so now I need one of these two. Let's go with... Oh, shit. No way. This is gonna come down to a coin flip. We're both charged. Let's see what happens. Oh my god! The game cracked. Oh, yes. Now, I haven't even won the tournament that's going to happen tomorrow. I just beat all the opponents is all I've done. What sucks is, that's amazing how you can quit even though you won. Okay, that's it for now. All right, so now we're in Jiro's basement warehouse. What do I get to draw? I have won 3 times with Mad Dash Lady the 23rd. Wow. And I've won 10 times with Mad Dash Lady the 23rd. Wow. So now I have to start doing that again with all the other stuff. That's a lot of work. Oh my god. Because I haven't been playing every day, but oof. At least now we can fight with scary editions. That's not so bad. Just retire champion, yeah. I do want to finish all this stuff if I can do it, so yeah, Pteranodon next, I guess, and we'll see what we can do. We've done some... right. So I want to leave here because I want to go fishing. Ooh. I want to go fishing over here. Yay! Because maybe I can catch the Ariake ice fish if it's in here. I learned last night by going into the room of the 2 sisters who live in the house, because they said it would be okay if I did it. Let's not forget that part. That the ice fish could be caught... Was it from them or was it Cap's room? One of the two was like, you can catch it if you go to where the slender bitterlings are. And I think that's in this area, like it's under the bridge or it's by the... They said it was the in the area with the big door. And I'm like, that's a big door, that's probably it. Yeah. That's the Kanehara bitterling. Are the slender bitterlings in here too? I don't know. Lady Kakyu asks, heading down to PAX this year. I'm assuming you're asking me. Yes, in fact, we are going to PAX West this year. And we will have a table in Bandland, and I will be bringing merchandise. And it will not be just me, there will be others there, and we're not ready to announce that yet, but if they know that they're going, and they will talk about that, I'm sure, when they want to, because it's okay if they do. And then at some point, probably when everybody gets back, we'll start pushing what's happening at PAX. But yeah, that's what's happening at PAX for us so far. And it's 10:06, which means it is time for the break. You guys can sit here and listen to the water. Won't that be fun? Maybe you'll need to take a break. I'll be back in a few minutes. Believe me when I say that break was very necessary. Thank you for sticking around. I'm just going back over what's happening in the chat. So following up, I should have probably done this during the break, but I just walked back in the room and I wanted to be like, hey, nobody leave. Oh, no. At a parking spot, I don't give a shit about the parking spots at this point. I have a stream to do. You guys are my priority. I need to do. I need to take care of a biological imperative. That was the reason why we were a little long in the break. But thank you for your patience. I think that's a fish. Sometimes you can just say things like that, like, I think that's a fish. Yeah, that's a fish. Why didn't I hear the thing? Four? Yeah, on 4. Okay. Whoa! Oily bitterling. Just see the one fish. Some Mizuna. I'm not gonna. Oh, I should probably. It's got. They have, all their fucking parking spots are full too. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, I'll catch some fish over here. Saturday night's all right for parking. Hey. Interesting that, given our position, I don't get the rumbling of the walking. What if I do if I go underneath? Yep. There's a fish. I wonder if it was hard to fish in the old days when the dinosaurs were walking around, because they would make so much rumbling that the scare all the fish away. The roads are very slippery, though. You can tell from the way that she's walking that she keeps sliding back an awful lot. And all the... See, you'd think I'd be able to see a little bit of something up there, but yeah, whatever. Ice fish, ice fish, ice fish. Gonna need to get my pole out, or my rod out. They probably had no idea that they were going to have their work be tested to that extent. That's further away. Okay. I like that no matter where you stand, Shin-chan will always just cast to the exact same area. Most of these places. Please be nice fish. Damn. Oh. Brunel style testing. Ugh. What was the comic I was reading that featured Isambard Kingdom Brunel as a character? Oh, man. And like a side character, too. It was some sort of... It was all black and white. Oh, she hadn't moved on. All right. It's all black and white comic. Kind of an adventure-y thing. I read a lot of webcomics back in the day. Like, so many webcomics. I think it's the Ada Lovelace and Charles Babbage comic. Yes, I think that's what it is. Thank you, R. Lopez. All right, let's have a bit of food because I don't know. We're probably almost. You're pretty low. I want to get up to there. I wonder if I can go up there in the daytime now that Cap's door is open. It's an unusual thing to want to do at this time, but.
Yay!
Oh, she released a book. Oh, that's cool. Let's handle this right now if we can. 40 goddamn tomatoes.
おや
I'm coming around. Please don't go to the evening yet. Oh. Oh, but I have a new idea.
かおつけ最高よよこちゃんからボーナスのお小遣いが出ました
Another one? Oh, 3 of them. Oh, now we're back locked in that again. All right, Saburo. No, Saburo. Sweet. Okay, that's cool. You're right. It's not terribly strange for that. Got so many great drawings. I'm gonna try to get to the... Let's try to get to the thing before it becomes evening. It is not evening. Wow, she's taking a long time. Right. These are finally known. Ooh, but even the brave Yoshiko hid in the shadows of the locker and followed Cap with her eyes. Someone behind her and turned around.
今新聞社の状況はこんな感じ
Yeah?
新聞の売り上げが増えたんだしんちゃんのおかげ
That's weird. Guess it doesn't really matter if I... Oh!
しんのすけが撮ったスクープ画像
The stair thing is gone!
ロッカーの影のよしこちゃんパート2これはどうやらキャップをかなり驚かせてしまったみたいですでも今回はちゃんとよしこちゃんの気持ちが伝わる文章を添えて
Where did you get that? When did we pick this up? What the hell?
キャップに出したしんのすけ
Oh, we're making trouble. これはYeah. Well, pay for her college, and then you can work in the newspaper together. Thanks, Raincoast Bear. Big madcap. Draw in diary. Well, wow. His family reaches here. She goes in love with him. So awkward. So awkward, Cap. No Cap.
今日はどんな記事ができた？
見て見て
これは歴史に残る大スクープだ。
So many things.
すごいぞ、しんのすけくん。
Mystery room. Not that many things, I guess. Still. 393.
ありがとうございます
誰もが面白い記事を求めている。しんのすけくんも 我が新聞社の発展のため頑張ってくれたまえ。
All right, what's in the solar system news? Ah, Pressure's time machine, dinosaur battle. I found every bee. Every bee. Stairs. Yes, I did. And oh, you get auto moved across the other side and you come in through the door. And that's it. I have used all the stairs, but I don't remember it. Okay. So now, I really like that they drew in all the vents and stuff on the top of the Switch too, to be like the vents are here, the game card goes here, and then this goes over here, and then the buttons and this stuff is here. And all right, gotta eat though. If we don't eat these 25 Chocobi, I'm going to die. Let's ruin our dinner, chat. Oops. Nope. Snacks. You know what? I know we're gonna eat supper in like about a few things, but we're just gonna fill up practically. Oh, why not? You know, I got the money. I'm a child. Excellent. Okay, so we know we can get in. Does he have the thing on the ice fish? No, he had the thing of the worst Cupid. Rosy bitterlings caught in occasional pond in front of the abandoned house, known by many local names as Binta. Pond in front of the abandoned house. Ah, yeah, okay, that pond that Boo fishes at. Ivani cricket, hiding in the bark of the tree on the path by the station. That's what it was. Right. Evenings, hiding in the bark of the tree on the path by the station. We got to get over there. Can I get over there before I get called down for dinner? I'm never gonna make it to the station.
誰ですか？私の仕事場を覗こうとしてるのはダメですよ。
That's cute. Oh, maybe I have to talk to the kids. Gundam Robot, Scary Edition Surprise 2. Gundam Robot is out there working hard. You impressive one over there to be the gatekeeper, right? I guess. Secretly a fan of Scary Edition. I was really cheering for him. Oh. Hey, yeah. Lalico's weird. Are you afraid of anything? I break everything that I touch. So that's what I'm afraid of. You mean that you're afraid of yourself? Wow. Dishwasher, but 10 minutes after I used it, it broke. Eh. Oh yeah, maybe I have to be catching Ichiro in the evening. That makes good sense, Travelog. Yeah. Because Saburo, Jiro, and Ichiro, and the professor, yeah, they all make sense. Latico Master Destruction. Latico Psycho! Oh, I shouldn't have gone this way. Oh well. No, Shiro, you fucked it up.
どうやらシロが迎えに来てくれたようです。
Damn.
いただきます。
So I have to do the tournament tomorrow. New menu item announcement from Shinosuke. Oh, good. It's a new idea. Here we go. That's what you went with? All right.
さて、結果はどうなるでしょう。
It might have worked
気にな
out.
ります。
Sploosh. Yeah, Travelog. I will either try around noon or whatever, or we'll or at least in the early evening. I've talked to him during the day before, though, and he never seems to react, but maybe things have changed enough that they would now. Oh, Shinosuke almost said something.
水曜日の晩ご飯。難しい話が理解できないしんのすけはパラレルワールドのことをヒロシやミサイに聞いてみた。
Huh. Okay, an open box of Chocobi might never get eaten.
それを聞いたしんのすけはちょっぴり怖くなりました。
Parasol Worlds.
なんとかしなくちゃいけません。
I know, I'll break the computer.
いい風呂。今日の疲れがいっぺんに吹き飛ぶぜ。
夜は外に出ちゃダメよ。出たい時はママも行くから声をかけてね。声かけたぞ。
Jump.
よよこおばちゃん。
Anything I can give you?
しんちゃん。俺らこれにするぞ。
What do we got? Shiso? Yeah. Better have shiso. It's everywhere. Tomato, green peppers.
お伝えちゃんとできたね。いただきマンモス。
I will talk to you another time to get your money. I don't need it right now. I am rolling in it. Ah, Hata Weaving Workshop. Lalako's afraid of herself because she's always breaking stuff. But you shouldn't worry about that. Full speed ahead. Okay, the brown sugar Decopon ramen. They'll love it. Parasol World is scary. No, we're not going to bed. So Ichido is there, right? So he's not going to ask for anything delivered, obviously. But the boys might. Yep. And it's too late for me to de-witchery. Okay. Recently, quite a few people have said that they heard the dinosaurs sneezing. Oh, they heard the dinosaurs sneezing. Why do you think that is? Oh, I think it's a test. Hay fever? Is that so? That was unexpected. Using too much pepper. Why have you been in the shop? Yeah. Getting advice from Chiro-san. Like what? Can't tell you what I want advice on, though. No, oh, well... The adults who are controlling this child have a good idea of what it is that you're doing. Yoshiko's worrying. I went to ask her about it. Many different forms of love. I learned a lot. Good job. Now, do you want some curry or something? How am I now?
ここではしんのすけの DJ プレイの感想が聞けるよ。
まったくダメ。Too bad.
Okay. All right, we got to do that then still. We got to do a better DJ than I think. All right. Aso's theme. Three, four. Good stuff.
いらっしゃい。
Oh,
今日はどんな用事？
right, I can just buy stuff from here. All right, so we're gonna buy more chocobees so we can...
これでいい？お、こりゃ掘り出し物を買ったね。
Sure have. What else we need here? Some more of these.
これでいい？じゃあまた来てね。バイビー。
Baby.
ドゥムドゥム。シーナ。俺ら。
It's good. It's good. Hell yeah.
サンキュー。いて。
Like, you better not waste your pocket money, and I just bought 20 packs of dino cards.
ふふい。
しんのすけ殿。ありえない。
俺らこれにするぞ。
Okay, I have to be out of thin carrots by now.
いただきマンモス。
良き塩梅。
Okay, let's talk.
またのお越しをお待ちしておるぞ。
Damn. I can't get a ride from you, can I? Probably also can't go over to the station, can I?
夜
Okay, I should turn around and head back. I will but only alien myself back to the house. Ooh,
うわ。
very pretty. All right, so we know tomorrow's things that we have to do.
わがままなステゴサウルスでした
Stegosaurus. Anything I can tell Cap? Noise you hear around the house at night is from the frogs. Isn't that amazing? What kind of frogs? Ah, who knows? Tomato frog. Kurikito frog. Snoop frog. I'm drinking.
今日はどんな記事ができた？
見て見て。
なかなかの記事だ。素晴らしい。
It's a good article. That's 10 stars.
ありがとう。
Hey, Dad. Venomer was hard at work. Sounds so cool. Wish I could have seen it. Fair. You have orders. Oh, cool. I wonder how Saburo handles alcohol. You should go to the bar and find out. Go to the bar and talk to the guy that you like. Because don't worry, he likes you too. And I know that's maybe hard to understand.
Hi.
Vroom. Oh, they went great.
お
Give me some money.
よよこちゃんから
ありがとう。
Any more? Oh, got more waiting too.
あり。
Oh, that's it. Okay. Right. So let's do the diary. Hell yeah. We have. I'm the dawn of delivering Akudon 3 times, except I didn't do any deliveries myself, but that's fine. We're not going to bed. No, we are. Actually, let's see where we're at. I need to find another beetle. I need to find 2 more cicada and catch 2 more hoverflies. We got some time left to do those things. Gotta catch 4 insects still that I haven't collected yet. I don't get why that's the, well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, moving on. Catch a lot more salmon and trout. And minnows, which is taking a long time. More turtles. Gotta find that Ariake ice fish. Gotta farm those ripe tomatoes tomorrow, I think. Deliver carry out 3 times. Deliver carry out 3 times for Katsukuri as well. So yeah, Ichido's the curry one probably. That makes sense. And we got so many battles to do. That's how I pronounce cicada. Sometimes I pronounce it cicada. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Yo, okay, 4 stars. That seems to be a repeat. Cool. All right. Okay. That's good. Yeah, actually, Shadowhawk, you're right. I could do all the last dinosaur battles on easy difficulties if I wanted to at this point. I probably could have done all of them on there because I don't think it matters if I even beat all of them, but maybe for like in terms of a 100%ing the thing, that was enjoyable. I liked doing that. Anything else? We're sure just kind of getting... We'll have to look at the collection here again and see what we find. It does feel better to beat them all, Julian, you're right. Hey, that's a 5-star. What's it for? Okay, RPS up by 80. I don't know if I had that one before or not. Oh, okay. 4-star. Ultimate move attack up by 1. I don't think I had this one yet either. It means there's one more beyond it. Actually, no, it's 25. 21 through 25. Yeah, this is probably the biggest you can do for SP attack up. Increase your HP by 200. Wow. That was the one I think I needed still. Can't do anything with the empty boxes or the high heels. Let's go look at the card collection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're missing 13. 19 and 20. It's 3. Missing 23 is 4. 31 is 5. 33 is 6. 42 is 7. And 50 is 8. We're missing 8 out of 50. We have 42 of the 50 cards. We're assuming there's 50 cards, but it would be weird for there to only be like that many things, but yeah. Huh. So I'll have to probably go buy another 20. We still got some time left here, but yeah, God, it's so close to like the end of all the dinosaur fighting we did really did a number. You know what? I'm gonna go to, if I can, I'm gonna see if I can go do some fishing. Anyone notice anything? What ear is she talking into? What ear can you hear Himawari through? Paul fixed the problem. As far as we can figure, audio routing for... Oh, there's a new thing I haven't caught. Good thing I came down here. As far as we can figure, Sawtooth Stag Beetle. And that's all the beetles. No, absolutely not. Yeah, look at that. 2 more cicadas to catch. So what we figure, what he figures is that because he ended up troubleshooting this thing for like hours trying to figure it out. And ultimately, he's like, okay, full power down the computer, full power down the Go XLR, because if you don't have a Go XLR, you're probably unaware of this. They stay powered up even when you shut off a computer, especially if you have them on a USB port that provides power, but I'm not sure if that's actually even necessary. So he did a full power down of the Go XLR and of the computer, and then brought them up. I don't know if the order mattered or not, but he brought them both back up. And when he did, I believe he'd also installed some software earlier, but we don't know if that had an effect. But it fixed the problem. And the assumption is that how we get audio, he could tell you about this in Lurtex and stuff like that, but how we get audio from the game console splitter box, it's because it goes HDMI into everything, but in order to get the audio, rather than take the audio through HDMI, it's like we want to send the audio through the Go XLR so we can actually mix it, right? That's why I can do stuff like this. I can, bring the audio up and down using the faders in the Go XLR. So you got to get the audio in separately. There's no HDMI input on the Go XLR. So we send it out via optical. And the optical was the problem. Is that somehow the Go XLR or the HDMI switch that we use that has optical out, one of them was sending the signal, I want to say backwards, but I don't think that's the case. I think what was actually happening is it just somehow missed some sort of agreement it was supposed to be making in like handshaking somehow, and it was reversing the audio. Maybe just a weird thing about how the Go XLR works. That's our assumption, because we've noticed the Go XLR has been weird on occasion. It likes to do acts the way that it does. It's like no other thing on the market, right? But yeah, just, could as easy as Juliemon, yeah, a random flip bit, who knows? Like, very odd that it happened that way. Well, the thing is, even though Eldar rebooting wasn't the thing, because we've rebooted stuff since then, but that wasn't the issue so much as power everything off completely, including the Go XLR had to be powered down completely. You couldn't just put it to sleep. You had to literally like take it off power, apparently. So it's like, all right, just a weird little moment. Something happened we didn't expect. This is the right place to catch the ice fish, isn't it?
Yay!
It said near the big door, and I'm like, this is the big door. There's a big door behind me. Every other place you can fish, like the X bridge and the tunnel and the stone bridge and the pond, and the I guess there's an area near the farm where you can fish. God, if the floodgate was you can't fish near the floodgate. Yeah, it could be evening versus night. So yeah, if the dam is a door, oh that yeah, the dam. But that would be a weird thing to say. But yeah. All right, we're not heading to bed yet. I do like that that's an option. You just be like, now you can sleep because it's nighttime. I don't think even the hint stuff says anything about like stag beetle. Let's have a look there. Was it the giant stag? That's not even the things I'm looking at. Okay, let's roll down here. Giant stag beetle. Its large body is fascinating. Really, no, that wasn't it. It's something I caught one of. Sawtooth stag. The Japanese name means saw, but if it gets scared, it plays dead. Oh, on the picture I drew. Oh, we could have a look at that. So I've got a few things to catch here, yeah. No, just that. That's what I got.
Yay!
I caught another one. go this way. Yeah, Dora by the riverside, right? It's like there aren't many of those that exist. Chinese mantis. Oh, wow. Yep, you bet. What did I not catch? It's a new firefly. Could not. Where was it? Hime firefly. Though small, gives off a bright light. The females can't fly. So it's a hime, so it's a princess, but the females can't fly. So it got a male princess. Yeah, that, you know, Julian, you've kind of nailed it. This is. I hope everyone is enjoying what it's like when you can't see in 3 dimensions. There's a fish in the thing, is there not? Yes, there is. There's a fish right in here. Oop. Oop. There's a good dupe. And fish. What is it? Dark sleeper. Oh, he doesn't do the whole dance from the above. Do the dinosaurs go to sleep at night? I don't remember seeing them around at night usually. There we go. Catch. Anything? There was something there. Good guess on my part. Oh, good. Yes, let's catch some sweet fish too. That's a good idea. There's something in the water there. I can see it. I can see it. So I think what we're gonna do is finish out the stream by fishing. And there will be more. There will be another one of these streams, clearly. Okay, nothing is over there. I didn't notice the upstairs light was on at the newspaper office. That is interesting. I wonder if I can get up there this late at night, though. And probably I'll end up missing it. Shinosuke. God damn it. Yeah, he was. Well, we'll have to try tomorrow night. Yeah, that was like 1 day, maybe? Did we spend 2 days? Anyway. Yeah, I get, okay, so 1734, so if we're gonna do more, it's gonna need to be one more stream. And I'm gonna have to figure out when that's gonna be. And then put it on the schedule. Because... Will it interrupt? It will not interrupt. Okay. It is almost go home time for me. We're going to cut back to the booth. Rather than keep going and try to race into some more stuff to do. Yeah, what's the up dog? Let's find out. Oh, exactly 3 hours and 4 seconds. Exactly 3 hours and 4 seconds, he said. Exactly. That's good then. That's excellent. We will have another stream of this, and I'll figure out when that's going to be, and I will post that. But for now, this is then Play It Forward. Thank you for watching even more of Shin-chan, me and the professor on summer vacation. I have been Beej. You've been watching Loading Ready Run. And if you like what we did here, you should subscribe to the Patreon. Or there's other things, but let's start with the Patreon. Patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Helps support all of the shows and all the good stuff and the sketches and the fun times that we have here. And we really do appreciate it because, yeah, that is very important to us to be able to pay our bills. And we just got this great new moon base, and it also has bills. So thank you for helping out with that. Also, you can support us on YouTube at youtube.com/loadingreadyrun. And you can give us super thanks on all of our videos, but you can also subscribe at that channel. Go visit any of the channels for super thanks, but you can come to that channel and become a member, and that is a way to support us as well. Also, the store.loadingreadyrun.com. There is merch there. If you liked the map of Middle-earth that was on the Loading Ready Run on the PPR recently for Lord of the Rings, that picture of the map, that is on a playmat now. Thank you to Mangled Pixel for that picture, and now we have made a playmat of it, and a lot of you seem to like it, and so we are making them. So please go ahead and buy one on the website. They will ship soon. They'll ship when they are ready. Don't say soon, Beej. Say when they're ready, because they are in production, and who knows what could happen. But also on Twitch. Twitch subs and Twitch bits are great ways to support us as well. We love seeing that the names come through and all that stuff too. And you can get a Twitch Prime sub if you have an Amazon Prime sub. So if you're subscribed to Amazon Prime, you have a free Twitch sub just waiting there. Go use it. If you have friends who are not using theirs, ask them to subscribe to ours, or just borrow their accounts and subscribe to us. It's a thing you have to renew like every month. It's manual to do that. That's my 11 o'clock alarm. Right. Twitch stuff, everything done. That's good. We will see you again next time for Play It Forward. This has been a lot of fun, and I can't wait to finish this up because it's fun fishing, but also it's like I want to finish some objectives. Get the objectives done. That's what we got to do. Right. I forgot about that. Also, if you want to follow us on social media, discord.gg/LRR is the Discord server. There's like 5,000 people there hanging out and having conversations all the time. Please go check that out because it's a fun place to be if you have a Discord account. Absolutely. But you can also join us on Mastodon. Mastodon is a new social media. Well, it's not that new, but I've been on it for like 4 years. But it is kind of the up-and-coming social microblogging service. And if you come to kind.social, that's where we have our accounts. You can have an account on any server on Mastodon. Why not go to kind.social and sign up there if you don't know what server you want to be on, because kind.social is run by a community member, Texan Reverend. He is very helpful if you are signing up or you're trying to figure out how to migrate your account. You can always ask him for some help. He's always happy to help out whenever he can. But of course, and he hasn't paid me to say this, but you need to pay him to run this because it's free. You can be on the service for free. But, kick in a couple bucks every so often because it's a lot of work running a server like that, and it does take money to keep a thing like that running. So you can find us at Loading Ready Run, at kind.social, or at LRRMTG at kind.social, or kind.social / at Loading Ready Run, or kind.social / at LRRMTG. Takes you to those places. And a lot of us are on there as well. I'm on Octodon, so I'm at Beej at octodon.social, and a lot of the other guys are on they've moved to kind.social now as well. Just go check them out. That's all. That is a lot of the things I want to tell you. Thank you so much for doing that. And we will see you guys again next time. Bye.